Hey guys, Richard here from the School of Nomads. So in this review I want to go through a company called Textbroker. Now Textbroker is a company that allows companies to actually outsource their content creation. So if they want anything actually written online, they can come to Textbroker and actually order those pieces of content. Now, where you come in, if you want to actually start making money with Textbroker, is you can actually go ahead and write these articles or pieces of content for these companies. So essentially what you're going to be is a freelance writer for Textbroker. Now there is some pros and cons around this. I'm going to discuss those as I go through the review, and I'm also going to show you the two sites that Textbroker actually have. One is based in the US and one is based in the UK, and there is some differences between those sites which will also help you determine which one of them is the best one to actually join. So just before we start guys, my name is Richard Darby, this is the School of Nomads. If you haven't been over to our channel before, please go ahead and hit subscribe and notification bell, and I'll let you know whenever I release new videos just like this one. I discuss a wide variety of topics around the make money online niche, including how to build a real sustainable business online. And I also look at products like this so that you can be sure that it's worth your time and it will actually make you money. And guys, if you're looking to build a long-term sustainable business online, go ahead and check out the link in the description below over to the School of Nomads, and I'll take you through the whole process step by step. So let's talk about Textbroker. As I said, what they primarily do is provide content to other companies. So they would come in here and actually give a brief about the type of content they need. Some is very, very simple. Some is a bit more complex, where they'll actually provide links for people to go ahead and research. And then the writers will actually take those as assignments and go ahead and do the writing and then submit them. So where you come in obviously is you want to be a writer and you want to make money by actually doing the writing. So if I just come down here, I can show you how this actually works. They do basic articles, they do in-depth articles, and then they also do foreign languages. And then what they're actually offering is content basically to these companies that can be done quick and obviously is not going to cost them too much to actually get done, and it's in multiple languages. They basically are managing all the content requirements of these particular companies. So if I just jump straight into write content, I'll show you exactly what you're going to be doing here if you go ahead and sign up. So the first thing is there's an area there to actually register as an author. We're going to come back to that. So essentially there's three ways that you would get paid. There's open orders, there's direct orders, and there's team orders. Now there's various variables that determine how much you'd actually get paid. One is what your quality rating, and that's kind of the main one. So essentially that quality rating will improve as it goes through various reviews, and they look at how many mistakes you make, look at your overall grammar, look at your speed, and that kind of thing will determine your quality rating going forward. So the idea is that over time that will increase, and so will the money that you actually earn. Now just be aware that it will be low to start with, but if you're a very, very good writer, then it wouldn't be too long before it actually increases. So that's the main one. And then obviously the next one is the amount of words for that particular piece of content that's required, and that will also determine how much you get paid. Now the last thing to say about open orders is this is kind of an inventory of general work that's needed, so you can go in there and just grab that work and produce that piece of content and then submit it. Now for the second one, which is direct orders, the client will actually come to you specifically because when you've actually built up your profile, you've got certain skills that they need, or they've had you for previous work and they just want to order you directly. With this one it's slightly different because you can actually request a specific price per word from that particular client, so it gives you a little bit more control. So again, it's tied in with your quality rating, it's tied in with the work that you've already done in the past, and then over time you'll be able to start getting some direct orders. And the last one is team orders, where you can actually go ahead and do a larger project as part of a team. So that's kind of the three types of orders that you would need. Now essentially remember, as a beginner you would end up just having this open orders that you would go ahead and do, and then over time you would end up moving to more direct orders. So I jumped onto the actual pricing part here. Now if I just come down here, they give you an overall pricing for the various quality ratings and the different types of work you can do. So you can see here that the open orders, that the 2-star which you basically would start off as 0.7 cents a word. 3-star is 1 cent a word, 4-star is 1.4 cents a word, and 5-star is 5 cents a word. Now, obviously when it gets to direct orders, then you can go ahead and ask for your own price, and then team orders, again, they have a minimum, but then the client will then go ahead and set the price for that team. So you can go and join them and actually help them out, but essentially the client drives that one. Now, obviously the quality rating will affect this, and the type of project will affect this. There is a nice little calculator down here that will help you out, but there is some caveats to this. Essentially what it's telling me that let me start on 2 stars, because this is what I'm going to start off on. On 2 stars, if I can do 1,000 words, I'll end up being paid $7, okay? Now that's not that unachievable, because the average typing speed is around 50 to 80 words a minute, right? For some of you folks that actually type all the time. So that's not a massive amount. That would take me, say, 15 minutes, say, to get to 1,000 words. So every 15 minutes, potentially I could earn $7. However, there's a big issue here. If this is all you had to do and you just had to type, then this would be dead easy and you'd be able to earn lots of money, and it just depends how long you are willing to sit in front of a typewriter and type, right? Or talking to one of those speech-to-text type softwares and then correct that particular paragraph, and then you can just send that content in. And that would all be dead easy. The issue is the articles that you're actually going to be asked to write will be over a variety of subjects. And what you'll need to do is a lot of research. Now, some of them will be quite small and maybe won't need so much research, but some of the bigger ones are actually going to be paid more, and you're going to end up getting better quality ratings for, they are going to need a lot of research. So whenever you look at this, don't look at the fact that this is just a word type speed, and the faster you can type, the quicker you can make this money. They're not just going to give you the content to type. You actually have to go away and research it and then come back with an article, which then has to be passed through the quality department in Textbroker, and they then pass it on to the client as a finished article. Now, that all is going to take a lot of time. So I would say you're going to spend at least 50 to 75% of your time just researching this content and getting it into some kind of format before you go ahead and type it. The typing is going to be the easy part for you. So just be aware that this is not going to be huge money to actually do these articles until you can really get your quality rating up. So if I put this at 5-star, for instance, every 1,000 words is worth $50. Now, I'm not sure how many people are actually on 5-star in this company, but you can see that 4-star is $14, 3-star is $10. There's a massive jump to 5-star. So most people are going to be around 3 to 4 stars in this company, and so you're going to make about $10 to $14 every 1,000 words, and obviously the quality of those words is going to be really good. And just to kind of show you, at 12,000 words you could be looking at $168, or if you're a 3-star, $120. So if you had a week to do this and you could do all of the research and you something you're really interested in, you could be on $100 a week. I've seen other reviews saying that you could do that a day. I very much doubt realistically whether you're going to be able to do that every single day, write 12,000 words, do all the relevant research and get it passed by their quality department. But if you feel that you've got the relevant skills, this could be a really good opportunity for you. If not to actually make really good money, at least to get some practice in writing content so that you can go on to further freelancing type roles and make more money doing that. So here we are over on the free author registration. What you need to do basically is come here and actually sign up as an author. Now, the main thing about the US version of this, which is textbroker.com, is that you can only sign up for the site if you're based in the US, and you have to give them lots of different identification documentation so they can verify it. So just be aware that if you're outside the US, you can't sign up for this site, the .com version. So you'd have to give your state of residence there, and then once you give them your email address and password, you then give them various things like skills and whether you know any additional languages. They also do translation services, and then what they'll ask you to do is actually do a test article for them so that they can see the quality of your writing, which is to be expected for sites like this. They want to see kind of what your standard is before they actually allow you to do client work. So that's the .com version. Now the .co.uk version is a very, very similar thing, but if I go to the payment details and I actually show this, they're actually paying in euros in the UK version. So if I come over to the calculator, every 1,000 words is €7, which if I did the exchange there is actually £6, which again is good money depending on how quick I could actually do these articles and how much research I had to do. It really is depending on that. There's some big variables there, And when I look at the actual reviews on this, which I'll show you in a second, a lot of people are saying that this isn't really paid that well. So that's kind of the issue with these types of sites, is the work that you get varies so much that it's not a regular type earning. The real benefit of this is the fact that it's so flexible and you can pretty much dip in and dip out and earn money whenever you want, but it's not going to be that much. The other thing to note, if I wanted to sign up for this as an author, there is a wider variety of countries that they'll actually accept. Up here it says the UK, New Zealand, Australia, Canada, South Africa and Republic of Ireland. They're accepting authors from those countries. Now, I'm not quite sure why, when it comes down to the basic data, they've got all of these countries listed, because essentially it's very restrictive, because it's only allowing these kind of English-speaking countries to come in here. So again, just be aware of that. If you're outside of these English-speaking countries or the US, this isn't going to be for you. So the last thing I wanted to do is go through some general reviews on this. So over on Indeed.com, they have a review of about 3.6 out of 5, which is not too bad. Essentially, the summary is that because you can do this whenever you want, the work-life balance on this is quite good, because obviously you're working from home. You can pick up the articles whenever you want and you can work on them in your free time. As long as they're in time for the client, then that's all fine. The issue is around the pay and the benefits. This is why I'm discussing a lot about how much you're actually going to get paid, how much time you're going to spend on research. A lot of people are complaining about the pay and benefits for this, because obviously the types of work is so variable that you can't really rely on getting a certain amount of pay every single week. And again, it determines how good you are at writing, what kind of quality rating you get in, how that's being sustained, all sorts of different variables there. So just be aware of that. This isn't a get-rich-quick type site. This is a site that is a very practical way of earning money, but don't expect to earn a great deal from it. It's more around earning a little bit extra a week. So again, you can pop through Indeed.com and just look up Textbroker, and you can see some of these reviews, and they'll explain to you what different people's opinions are. Don't take everyone as kind of gospel, because people like to complain. But essentially, I think what's coming across here is the fact that the work-life balance is good, but the pay and benefits aren't so great. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that review. I'm not really a writer, so this is not really something for me, but if you are, and you enjoy writing and you're enthusiastic about things like research and you're flexible and you can write about a range of topics, this could be a good thing for you. So overall, it's kind of a neutral rating for me, mainly because I think that the pay is quite low. So don't expect to make a full-time living out of this, but you know, if you're a writer, it could be a nice way to earn some little extra money on the side. Again, I hope that brought you some value. My name is Richard Darby. This is the School of Nomads. If you haven't been over to our channel before, please go ahead and hit the subscribe and notification bell, and I'll let you know whenever I release new videos. And guys, if you're looking to build a business online, go ahead and check out the link in the description below, and I'll take you through the whole process step by step. Until next time guys, take care.